The
Lenore.
cheater.
Done. After 25 years of marriage, I can no longer trust my wife. I had a hunch she was seeing another person behind my back, but I didn't have proof. Then, while cleaning out an old drawer, I found several pictures of her in a romantic clutch with another person. But that person was not a man, it was another woman. I'm done. She betrayed me. She wasn't honest. Never would I have ever thought my wife would be gay. I know a little bit about divorce mediation, but I don't think I could work alongside her after what she did. What do you think? Sincerely, feeling betrayed.
Mm, that's,
I want to just hug him.
oh, I know. I know. I mean, there's just, um, there's so many levels of betrayal there that that just would knock anybody off their feet. Because not only is it that it's somebody else, but that this person isn't who I even thought they were. And what does that mean about me? And you just question everything. I mean, again, for somebody in that situation, you have to talk to a counselor. I mean, there's just so many levels of betrayal and grief that you have to process before you even take the first step, because your executive functioning isn't working. I mean, you're in that fight or flight mode. You're just so upset. So I think that person needs to take care of themselves and process a lot of what is happening emotionally for them. You know, the two of them probably might not be able to live under the same roof together, but some people do, some people don't. It might be that they need to separate households. Again, trust is huge in the mediation process. You really have to trust one another during the process. Now, does this mean that they'll never get to that point? Maybe. I can't say that. I mean, maybe it opens up a lot of conversations for them that they were each afraid to have.
Yeah.
And some of that trust can be rebuilt in terms of going forward with the divorce. Mediation is definitely possible. I mean, I've certainly had mediation couples where one person strayed out of the marriage, and mediation was most successful when that happened because they did actually go through counseling and they did process a lot of those emotions before they let that drive the financial process of the divorce. Because usually if you let emotions drive the financial process of the divorce, you're kind of just burning the money to spite the other person. And in fact, again, you're spiting yourself.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, it doesn't sound like that relationship is going to be salvageable, but I think that that person needs to give themselves the time and space to process all of that emotion before they figure out how they want to move forward. Because they're going to want to be in a clear-headed space to make some pretty big decisions.
So that sounds like you're saying don't litigate, don't mediate yet. That's not your first step, whether it's litigation or mediation. That's not the first step. The first step is to try to process the layers of emotions that they are experiencing, at least he is experiencing. She may be she may be just fine.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, I think before you decide which path to take, give yourself a chance to catch your breath and process it.
So
It's huge.
what would you say if he said, no, I don't want to process this. I want a divorce. I'm going to get a divorce and I'm going to make sure she goes along with it and we're going to mediate. So can we come to you, Attorney Lenore?
Definitely. I mean, come to me, let me explain the process. Let me see how the two of you feel about it. And if you want to move forward, yeah, let's definitely try. But one of the questions I always ask the couples when they come to me is, do you have support for yourselves emotionally through this process? I think anybody going through this process needs emotional support, and it may or may not be a therapist. Often that's a good thing to have. It may be friends or family, but You want friends and family that are just going to support you emotionally, not ones that where they say, "Oh, hurt that person. They hurt you, hurt them back."
Yeah.
That's not helpful.
So you're not in favor of the revenge party.
No, no, because you end up, listen, you start a fire, you get singed yourself.
True. Isn't that true?